You know, pretty much just about anything a bartender might possibly want, you're going to find back here, and be able to mix just about anything you please.
Four Roses has quite a treat for us tonight. We're having so much fun at Tales of the Cocktail that we followed Four Roses Bourbon down from Hotel Monteleone to the Mixologium. So how do we pronounce that? Mixologium.
Mixologium. So it's mixology combined with museum, because again, we're building a search engine online and hoping to archive all the great drinks we find. We started a nonprofit called the Cocktail Spirits and Online Writers Group, and it's a group now of 25 bloggers. Started with a core group of about 12. It's grown up to about 25 cocktail bloggers. I mean, we have Paul Clark, Darcy O'Neill, Camper English as members, myself, many of the best read cocktail blogs in the world.
CocktailNerd.com is yours.
That's correct. Yeah.
It's very cool, man. What are we doing with Four Roses?
Basically, Four Roses, they've brought their last marriage release, their single barrel, small batch, and then their yellow label. And they've just created a couple of drinks out of those, you know, bringing together Applejack, Campari, and honey syrup. And then we're serving it over carved ice.
That's pretty amazing. I mean, you have my attention, for sure.
Well, yeah, join us.
Have some nice Four Roses tonight, though.
Dang right. I'm ready for it, too.
Me too.
Replenish some fluids.
What kind of damage are we going to do tonight, Gabe? That's what I'm wondering.
We're going to do a little damage. I'm a little concerned about the hardwood floors over here. They're hacking away at the ice, and it's been a glorious and beautiful mess.
Carving up some glacier ice here. We're taking this.
Now, tell me about the glacier ice.
It's a 400-year-old glacier. It's compact snow from Juneau, Alaska, that we've had shipped down here. So it's naturally pure, clean, and it's got this beautiful color to it. And we're carving it into spherical shapes, so we can pour a little wonderful Four Roses over top.
About 10 days ago, we went out to the glacier in Alaska, out to the Meltwater Lake, and harvested that ice out of the lake. And then
You went to the lake.
yeah, my family lives up there.
What are we doing with this?
We're just letting it, once we get it to its basic shape, we let it temper down and naturally kind of melt down. We usually use a little hammer to kind of whack out the edges here. These little micro fizzers, as they melt, end up smooth, so that once it's done melting, you get this. Nice round without any edges.
And look who's here. It's Jim Rutledge, master distiller for Four Roses. Have you ever had any ice this old?
I don't think so. This is absolutely amazing. I've been standing here watching them carve the ice and make the spheres about the size of a croquet ball. It's amazing.
Again, those little edges is a place for the alcohol to attack and dilute, so you want it to be as smooth as possible.
What do the colder temperatures do to a bourbon? When we're tasting a Four Roses bourbon, whether we're doing it in a cocktail or by itself, what does the ice do to the bourbon?
It changes the whole complexity, I think. It's amazing with just if you're having a bourbon neat and add this ice and the sphere that they're making, it's minimum surface, I guess, that comes in contact with what they tell me with the bourbon, and it just opens the flavors up. It's amazing what it does. It surprised me.
And what is this going to do to the cocktail to our experience? Except we know we're having something that's very, very old, but what does it do for our experience?
Well, what this actually does is it's really, really pure, very, very clean, so it doesn't really affect the flavor of the spirit we're pouring it on. And because it's given a lot more surface area here, it's going to melt slower, keep your cocktail nice and cold without diluting it too far.
If we poured whiskey on the top of this, it just might melt it down a little bit.
So you're still getting a nice cold drink without having too much water. We want to taste our spirits. We all drank plenty of water. Now we want to drink some bourbon.
We need to start pouring then.
I want to taste some bourbon too. How many years do I have to wait for this? Is it going to be a few minutes or a few years?
Right there. We'll take it.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
I hope I can get some whiskey in because it's...
We'll try it out.
I'll give you one that fits. How's that?
It's been taking its time, waiting for you to make a great cocktail with Four Roses bourbon for this event, right?
Absolutely. But yeah, I am using the glacier ice, yes.
What I do each year is I pack a U-Haul trailer full of all the booze that we've gathered, all the interesting bitters, and ingredients like Four Roses.
I'm just doing an old-fashioned for this gentleman over here, a little Peychaud's bitter.
Peychaud bitters.
Peychaud's.
And some of the very old ice. And what else?
Fee Brothers. Well, I'm making it old-fashioned, but I use a little Peychaud's, a little Fee Brothers rhubarb bitters, and a little Fee Brothers old-fashioned bitters, and then 2-to-1 simple syrup.
I know your bourbon it has some age to it, but have you ever had anything this old in your mouth?
Absolutely not. It's over 400 years old. The ice up from a glacier in Alaska.
One thing I can say is this ice is definitely drinking age.
Drinking age?
It's definitely legal drinking age at 400 years old.
Absolutely.
So this is almost done. We're excited to try this.
Trying to make sure that the sponsors that we have a good opportunity to show off their product with something that's memorable like this.
It surprised me, and to watch the guys mix these drinks is a real treat. It's amazing.
All right. Here's Dan Gardner from Four Roses. Do you like Four Roses on the Rocks?
I like it on the rocks. I like it straight. I like it in a Manhattan. It's hard to go wrong. Without a doubt. Cheers.
Now, can you tell the age of the ice just by sampling that?
I think it's going to need to simmer a little bit before.
We'll come back to it in a few years, see how you like that.
Excellent. Thank you.